Talk a little bit here because I couldn't get the song to start. There you go. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? It is already Monday. It goes so fast, doesn't it? It really does. We back at it again. Did anybody see they said it was a strawberry moon. It looked more like a honeymoon, but it was pretty nevertheless. I saw it like on Friday night. What did I do this weekend? I took my sister out for her birthday. She turned a big 4-0. Took her out. Then we saw like this movie, The Exorcism. It was so like, I'll give it a C minus. It was alright. It had Gerard Butler in it, and I think he's already done an Exorcist movie, so I think he's coined Exorcist movies. But it was alright. It was something to watch, and we went to a hibachi place, so my sister can get fried sushi. She's like obsessed with that stuff, so that's what I did. And then really this weekend did absolutely nothing. Like, actually got to play some video games with my husband, which was nice, and just chill, do chores, laundry, all that stuff. Was trying to watch House of Dragon, fell asleep on that. But yeah, found a couple of decent series to watch, caught up on The Boys. Yeah, but nothing too exciting at all this weekend, which I love. It was nice and smooth. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this news. Ozempic users are consuming fewer calories and as a result are buying smaller sizes to fit their newly svelte bodies, or in some cases choosing some revealing fashion. Ozempic's bringing the sexy back. Recreational boaters off the coast of Florida Keys found 65 pounds of cocaine floating in the ocean. They keep finding the cocaine. Russia has ramped up its disinformation operations targeting the Paris Olympics, this time in a new video that makes it appear as if the CIA is warning Americans about traveling in the city metro. Federal prosecutors recommend Justice Department bring criminal charges against Boeing. I mean, I'm not mad at that. Planes can kill people. With the national shortage of primary care physicians reaching 17,637 in 2023, and projected to worsen, more Americans are paying for the privilege of seeing a doctor on top insurance premiums. Take care of y'all health, y'all, because it's just going to get worse. IVF costs push dreams of parenthood to the financial brink. They don't want the poor to reproduce. See. A push by some Republicans for early and mail-in voting is complicated by Donald Trump. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu appeared to double down on his claims that the United States has been withholding weapons deliveries for Israel's war. This day they are. What dirt do you have on the United States? California Napa Valley wine train is going green after 35 years. Philadelphia University of Arts suddenly announced it would permanently close after this year, leaving students angry and unsure of how and where they would finish their degrees. After years of price hikes, fast food restaurants are feeling the pressure from customers to put the value back in the meal. Amen to that. There's a presidential debate on Thursday. The Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh, site of the deadliest attack of anti-Semitism in the U.S., has broken ground on a new complex. America keeps telling Israel it must stop its attacks. But at the same time, America's giving Israel weapons. Well, that ain't what Netanyahu just said. Flooding has submerged towns across the Midwest with evacuations and rescues in several states as 100 million other Americans are under a heat advisory. A 2001 murder case went cold until arrest this week. The victim's daughter says she once dated the suspect. Dang. The unemployment rate is down, the stock market is up, and inflation has eased from its peak. Yet many are pessimistic about the world's economy and future. When y'all gonna lower the interest rate? Because y'all raised it. A Florida family whose house was hit by a chunk of space junk earlier this year announced last week that they are suing NASA. Yeah, they better. A recently unsealed video has raised new questions about Saudi Arabia's connection to 9/11 terror attacks. A Maryland couple was among the more than 1,300 people who died during extreme heat at a Hajj pilgrimage in the Middle East. Survivors at the Kansas City Super Bowl parade shooting are waiting promised donations while the bills pile up. Young voters say they'll hear more challenge in the world, but will they vote in it? Did you receive unsolicited Amazon Temu package? It might be a scam. No, but I keep receiving unsolicited text messages. 6 people protesting climate change stormed on the 18th green while the leaders were lining up to their putts in the final hole. Don't mess with them golfers, man. They get crazy. Florida rapper Julio Fulio was shot and killed in a Tampa hotel parking lot. Man. Sad, but saddest is that name. I mean, gosh. But rest in peace, Julio Fulio. The FBI on Saturday offered a reward to up to $10,000 for information leading to an arrest and conviction with the deadly New Mexico wildfires. A synagogue, an Orthodox church, and a police post were targeted by gunmen in a coordinated series of attacks in Russia's southernmost Dagestan province on Sunday night. Local reports said at least 6 police officers have been killed and 12 others wounded. More than 1,300 people died during we just read that. A mayor has been found murdered in southern Mexico, local authorities announced Saturday, less than a week after another politician was assassinated in the same region. Cartel ain't letting up about politics. Reality TV star Julie Chrisley's sentence for bank fraud for tax evasion has been thrown out by federal appeals, who ordered a lower court to redo her punishment over what the panel called a narrow issue. So does that mean she come out? New York City man tried to drown 2 children at West Haven Beach. Why do you do that? When a teenager's heart stopped, his friends jumped into action and their CPR training saved his life. Look at these young men. Amen. It's been a hell of a week here in New Mexico. Governor Michelle LeJean Grisham says her state faced extreme heat, dust storms, wildfire, flash flooding in the last week. It's really tough on New Mexicans. As the ACLU sues the Biden administration over its new asylum restrictions at the southern border, saying the policy is legally identical to Trump's era ban, New Mexico Governor Grisham says it bothers me that that's the point of view they're taking. Let me see what I liked on this app.
If you have been tracked, let me show you. You go to your dial pad, you dial *62#. Then you wait for the army code to be activated. If you see any of the choices being forwarded, it means you have been tracked. Let me show you how you can disable this feature. Let me show you. Go to your dial pad, you dial #002#. Then wait for the army code. There you go. You have erased all the forwardings on your phone. For more content like this, like, share, and follow.
For more content, see, that's how y'all check and see if y'all been hacked or tracked. All the above, do it all. But they said dialing *61 mobile phone will show your number for forwarding calls provided by your carrier. This feature is used to ensure that you receive calls from when your phone is off or out of reach. It is not an indication that someone's tracking you. Oh no, I'm gonna still turn it off. I just think so. I don't know if I showed you guys this, but this is a rare moment during the collapse of an iceberg when you can see the dark blue color of its base. Interesting. That's the darker the blue, the colder it is. So Morgan Freeman fans are seriously worried about his health after he attended the Monte Carlo TV festival. The 87-year-old actor was seen in good spirits despite his appearance. I mean, the man is really old, but his hand looks a little strange. I mean, there's a disclaimer in here. They said there's no serious source to support his claims about the fans being worried. He's wearing a compression glove sometimes because he developed fibromyalgia after his car accident. So maybe that's why. I mean, the man's almost 90 years old. He looked pretty good. Okay, let's see what TMZ got going on. Taylor Swift brings Travis Kelce on stage in London, tuxedo on a skit ready. Oh my gosh, y'all really about to play up this wedding stuff. At this point, Travis, just get married because I'm sick of y'all. Donald Trump apprentice taught me a lesson. Good ratings, excuse me, rude behavior. I don't remember. Do I remember Sarah Becker? She was on the MTV The Real World. She's probably one of the first original castmates because she's 52, but she died by suicide. British actress defends co-star inspiration of women everywhere. This guy says Dave Grohl. Bad Bunny is still hanging with Lil Kendall. I don't know how they understand each other. They keep reporting on Julio Folio. At this point, I think they just like saying the name. I didn't see like 3. Nobody knew who this guy was either. I think they just like saying it. Ryan Garcia opens up on his boxing ban in retirement, fighting in UFC. He said he's done. He'll come back next year when he's unsuspended. Tom Cruise bonds with Travis Kelce during the Taylor Swift concert. That means we're going to see Taylor Swift at the football games. J-Lo dines with friends at an Italian restaurant. Oh, that was the mother. They still talking about Euphoria 3. I doubt that comes back. Dee Snider, gun toters and pro-choicers need to fight for freedom. Caught up. None of this other news is impressing me. Let me see what's on Instagram. Tupac's murder suspect Keith D reportedly scheduled to be released from prison. Cause Keith say he didn't do it now. The Weeknd is now the most streamed male artist of 2024, despite not releasing an album in years. Yeah, I haven't heard a Weeknd album in forever. While Trump talks about having a migrant fighting league to have migrants fight each other, Trump has no good sense at all. If If you had to choose breakfast, lunch, and dinner from one spot, which chain would it be? Dang. It'd probably have to be Cracker Barrel, probably. I would say IHOP, but IHOP gets a little sketchy. Netflix unveils this new popcorn line exclusively at Walmart, and people said, will you be able to share it? Like passwords. Get it? Get it? Alright, let's see what Reddit got going on. What's not okay to do with a guy friend when you have a boyfriend? Ton of stuff. If you have to hide him for your boyfriend, it means it's not okay. Anything you would do or say with them if your boyfriend was standing next to you. Going to hookah lounge at 2 a.m. with a guy friend right after saying you were too tired to go to your boyfriend's house. Yeah, if you're too tired to hang with your boyfriend, but you hang with your guy friend, kind of sus. The easiest start point is ask yourself, what would I feel if my partner did this? Not telling your guy friend you have a boyfriend. Reach your hand across 2 seats to touch your guy friend's crotch while your boyfriend is sitting next to them. Make them think you guys would ever date if you eventually break up. I fear that that's what a lot of guy friends already think. What is an example if they don't make them like they used to? Shoot, everything. Beds, cars, a crunch of a car. Old school car like a tank, man. You could take out anything with that. Household appliances, most used to last 20 years. Now you get 4 years. And then, if that, don't let it be a Samsung. HP printers, yeah. Lifetime warranties were actually for lifetime durability and was actually a selling point. Yeah, now warranties are a joke. Cadbury's cream eggs. Ugh, I can't even see myself eating one of those. Strawberries, they domesticated them to be bigger and stuff, but now they're way less sweet. Like they used to be bright red and very sweet. I would do anything for OG strawberry. Skateboard bearings. Fast food, yeah, fast food is just not the same. Tomatoes, washing machines, clothing, for sure. I got clothing that's so old, it still lasts. Somebody said staplers, furniture, for sure. Jeans, everything's stretchy and easily can tear and rip now. Hand tools, for sure. What's the saddest song you know? Definitely been The Two of Us Need Look No More. We both found what we were searching for. Just so sad. Michael Jackson, he somehow been. What's one thing you don't like in your burger? I don't do the egg. My husband likes egg. Don't like egg. Don't like blue cheese. Somebody said sauce poured over the bun. Yeah, why would you pour the cheese on there? Somebody said they don't like it to be too tall. Heaps of lettuce. Broccoli. Why would you put broccoli on a burger? Somebody said too much sauce. Beets. Ugh. Australians put beets on their burgers. These are crazy. Banana slices. Yuck. It's not a burger. Somebody said pubes. And there you have it. This is when it starts going downhill. What foods are seriously different if you get them in America versus every country? Everything here is fake, for sure. Somebody said goulash American versus Hungarian have nothing in common. If you ask for a lemon in Mexico, they will always give you a lime. Japanese Indian curry tastes different than American Indian curry. When I was in the UK, ordering a lemonade meant I typically received a glass of Sprite. Ketchup is so much fun to try ketchup in different countries, and it's different colors. Somebody said potatoes. I know in the UK, coffee is like tea and vice versa, I believe. Heinz ketchup in Canada is different than the US. Yeah, Heinz got all their snacks and stuff is different too over there in Canada. Everything, they got all these different little chips and stuff. Fizzy drinks. I was shocked how orange Fanta was in the USA. It was like it was glowing. Somebody said bread, biscuits. I don't know. I feel like America got bread beat though, because everybody else, y'all be having that hard bread. I've yet to go to a country but like, this bread is so good. But I know we put a ton of like chemicals in our stuff, so of course it tastes good. Somebody said Coke, spaghetti, gummy bears are much better in Germany or anywhere in Europe. Wow. That's something I need to look into. I just love when my Pandora want to give me a copyright song. I do so. I try my hardest not to get on and then boom, it pop up. Alright, let's see. Let me see what's on this Am I the A-hole? Am I the a-hole for filing for divorce because my husband over-tightens the lids on the drawer? His over-tightening drawer lids has been an issue since he was just visiting my house when we were dating. You still married him though. First it started with just things he used, and then over time it became every drawer that had a metal lid. He tightened them so much I couldn't open them without assistance. It wasn't a huge deal if he was here, but if I was alone, it was annoying. More times than not, I've opened a new drawer or something because I couldn't get the drawer open. It's been a recurring cycle for 5 years. It's just a thing that would escalate until I had a major meltdown and freaked out, screaming, frustrated, seemingly crazy because it's just a lid. Then it would get better for a while, then it was slowly becoming an issue again, just getting worse and worse until I reached my breaking point. Sometimes I literally feel insane. This is insane. Maybe he's got a lot of frustration in him. He initially claimed that he did it to keep the food fresh. After many arguments about it, my insistence that I don't believe it keeps getting in. I don't know. Let's get down to this. So about a month ago, my husband had a family emergency and I had to travel out of state for 10 days. First day he's gone, I discovered jar can't open. Was annoyed and was going to the store to buy new pickles when the neighbor said hi. And I let him know if I needed anything while my husband was out of town. I said, wait here, get this jar to open. The next day I saw my son and asked him to open another jar. He offered to come in and open all the jars. I agreed and he came in. He went in the fridge and opened all the jars except 2 which he couldn't get open. I thanked him profusely and told him I'd bake him some of his favorite cookies later this week. He laughed and said it was no big deal. After confirming that I wouldn't be upset and the remaining 2 drawers were destroyed in his attempt to open them. He took them home to his garage to open them one way or the other. That's one thing about men, man. When they can't get something open, they gonna get it open. They don't care. He said that he's heard me screaming over a tightened drawer for a few times over years, and he's really pondered if I was crazy. He said, you know, this was intentional. It was every drawer, and I'm sure he doesn't regularly use hot pepper paste or mango puree or any other of the fancy stuff. Then he held up the drawers he couldn't open and said, I don't know why he's doing it, but it wasn't an accident. Dun, dun, dun. After he left, I locked the door and sat on my floor and I cried. Later, neighbor came back and opened the drawer of hot fudge and apologized that he couldn't have the figs. He said he broke the drawer trying to open them. He also apologized for what he said about my husband doing it on purpose. He's sure it was okay. I couldn't sleep that night. I tossed and turned. When he came home, I told him I want a divorce. He still wouldn't admit that he tightened the lids on purpose. He suggested we do marriage counseling, but I refused. There's no point. I just literally can't get past the drawers. I don't know, this is like the craziest divorce ever. Somebody said, before you move out, buy his favorite drawer foods and super glue all the lids. Somebody said, my ex told me he just didn't hear out our two babies when they woke up at night, too tired. I mean, he must have had no good qualities if you're not willing to look past some drawers. But I guess. This is so stupid, but it's just a no-brainer. My best friend confessed that she will F my fiance if she gets the opportunity. Am I the a-hole for breaking a friendship with her? Of course not. I'm 23 and recently called my best friend Gina saying that she's sexually attracted towards my boyfriend and she will go with him if she gets an opportunity. Me and my fiance are engaged for 6 months and currently planning our wedding. My fiance knows Gina through me and they're good friends since then. I called her when she was expressing her feelings with our two friends. I arranged a home party for us to invite female friends. One of those two friends brought the topic of us getting married. Gina literally said F off and she doesn't care. She also said my fiance will leave me if he has sex with her for once because she knows how to drain his balls. I pushed the door and went in. All three of them tried to act normal first, but then when I told them I heard everything, Gina's face became pale. She said she was joking and those meant nothing. Other two friends also accompanied her saying that they were just joking around. I didn't hear any of the nonsense and kicked them out of my house. Now my friend group is divided in two parts. One side is totally supporting me. The other part is standing with Gina and said I overreacted. They said friends make these types of jokes. No, they don't. They also said I need to grow up because I acted like a child, throwing away childhood friendship over a pity joke. That is not a friendship. And a lot of people are agreeing that she is not the a-hole. Alright, let's get into these story times, see what I got out here, y'all.
Your boyfriend, now ex-boyfriend because you've blocked him on everything, told you that he decided he wanted to go to Dallas for a solo trip and he didn't know a soul in Dallas. He only wanted to go to Dallas because he's never been and he wanted to try the barbecue. He didn't have an itinerary. He didn't have a plan. He just was going off of vibes. You find out that he went with a girl in Atlanta where you live. That's not you. They went to the rodeo, they went to brunch, they went to a comedy show, they did all the things, quite the itinerary. Me? Just me? Crazy.
You should have known that barbecue line. Nobody goes to Dallas for barbecue.
Y'all ain't got diabetes, but I got my hands on that Ozempic. And I can hear y'all now. He on that shit. I don't care. I'm about to see my thing again. That's right, Pedro. You're about to meet the man behind the hand, buddy. Y'all.
The man behind the hand.
I'll explain it to you where you'll never play the slot machine again.
Let's do it.
Okay. You're playing against Bill Gates' computer chip. Do you like your chances?
No.
Okay. So why do you think there's 10,000 machines and only one baccarat table? Because every $100 bill that goes in, they kick you back out $90. So they make $10 on every $100 bill. Every minute of every hour of every day, 365 days a year. When they stick that $100 bill in, you just made 10. They're going to make you hit cherries, lemons, 3 7s, blueberries. You're not going to get the $100,000 jackpot, Well, the people are addictive. You're never going to see a clock. You're never going to see the outside of a casino. Atlantic City's on the beach. You can't look out the front window. They don't show you the beach. The contours in the rug are made for you not to look down. It hurts your eyes. The bells going off. You see the machines? That's all addictive. The people that sat there sticking things in, they get addicted to the Oprah Winfrey machine, to this machine, to that machine. Everything is done for you to lose your money.
I think people already know that. I think.
After I fell, because this what happened. I'm dancing, I'm making all this money. My ego is high, I'm the shit, I'm tip, fuck everybody. If I want to go buy a new car, man, I crashed one car, went and bought a new car the next day. Like, put 20 grand down. Now, after I fell, and I had to I started waitressing, so I'm not making the same money. So that shit humbles you, because now every dollar count, and now you gotta, and for me, it's always been like, I don't want to work for nobody. I want to work for myself. So all that money that I'm making, I got to invest in myself one way or another, so every dollar count.
So the stripper fell off the stage and her life ain't been the same. Let me see if they got the video.
So I go to stage 3. I perform on stage 3. The guys are there. They like cheer me on. I go up. I go to the beam. So a lot of people feel like I fell off the pole. I didn't fall off the pole. There was a beam on top of the pole. And I used to do a trick where I would swing from the beam back to the pole. But it was something that stuck my hand out. Up here on the beam, it's like old, it's rusty, it's paint. It's like a whole bunch of debris up there. And something stuck my hand. So my natural reaction, I just let go to grab the pole. But I miscalculated how far I was from the pole.
Did anyone else see the lady fall off the pole during the Super?
So that's when I started.
You know, strippers ain't meant to be Spider-Man, man.
What's up, everybody? All right, you guys, so before we get started, if you're not already following me, make sure you hit that follow button. And you guys, we really need you to blow this up, because we need your help in finding Estefany Rodriguez. So, y'all, there's a 13-year-old that is currently missing, and there is no news coverage on this case. So, Estefany Rodriguez, she's a 13-year-old who lives in Arkansas with her family. So, they were traveling from Arkansas to Crystal Beach, Texas, in order to go on vacation. But the family has a second home in Oklahoma City, and they decided to stop there for the night. So, from what I'm gathering, they had only moved from Oklahoma City to Arkansas about 5 months ago. So the family, they stop at this home in Oklahoma City for the night and get there around 10:15 p.m. And on June 12th, around 3:15 a.m., you can actually see Estefany on the ring cam, and she's looking for a charger. Estefany's family woke up, she was nowhere to be found. Now, they did review that ring cam footage, and they're thinking that maybe she went out to the car in order to find a charger. But what I noticed in that ring cam footage was it looks like she had found a charger and placed the phone down. Another important fact is Estefany did leave her phone behind. So the stepdad is saying once they realized she was missing, they drove all around the neighborhood, all around the city, because remember, they are from this place. So he's saying he drove around to old friends' houses. He drove around to a boy house that she might have been talking to. He even drove around to her old teammates' homes, and nobody has seen her anywhere. Now, they did reach out to police, but police are basically trying to say that this is a runaway situation. They're saying that it's really nothing they can do. But a few things I want to point out is, if she was charging her phone to run away, why would she leave the phone behind? The family was able to go through her phone, which they didn't find anything, but they said that police did not do an actual search of the phone. Now, she could have deleted everything, but if you go on your phone bill and go online, you won't be able to view messages, but her parents will be able to go see what number she contacted and match it with this exact time of this ring footage. Another theory is they believe that maybe she went out to the car to try to find another charger because that charger wasn't working and somebody possibly abducted her. And something else that other people were pointing out in this group that I saw was the fact that they were traveling from Arkansas in order to go down to the beach in Texas. Why would the family make a detour, go up to Oklahoma City just to come back down to Texas? But y'all, let me just say this. Maybe they were on like this family road trip. It probably wasn't a certain time they had to arrive in Texas. This is their old home. This is a home that they still own. So maybe they just wanted to go back to this home in order to just go back. Like, it really doesn't have to be a reason for them going there. There are other kids in the home, and there are other kids that are saying what the parents are saying happened. And if I'm not mistaken, there was also a stepsister or something like that that was either at this home or either in Oklahoma City, and she was traveling to Texas with them too. So that's probably another reason why they went to Oklahoma City first. So she did have on these red and black plaid pajamas when she left. Like I said before, her family is saying she left all her devices behind. And this is a pretty close-up picture of what Estefany looks like. Now, if you're in that area, if you're an old friend of hers, or if you have any information on the disappearance of Estefany, please.
Weird.
So my sister is marrying my ex-boyfriend in less than 3 weeks. And let me just tell you guys, we're out on this beautiful island. I'm trying to have a good time. I'm showing her grace. I'm showing up for her as her bridesmaids. But she is being a total bridezilla and giving me a hard time. Her marrying my ex-boyfriend is also the elephant in the room. And I'm getting pretty tired of everyone pitying me for this, for even showing up for her. Even my own mother called me before heading on this trip. She was like, I know this is going to be a hard time for you. Okay, like, girl, can you talk to your daughter? Why didn't you talk to your daughter? Your other daughter. And my sister's acting like, giving me these bad vibes, these weird vibes, acting like I still want her man. I still want her Arnold. I don't even want Arnold anymore, guys. On this trip, I can say that I am interested in his best friend, Rome. So let's just see how this trip goes.
You're gonna need a lot more drinks, honey. That's all I can say. A lot more of them drinks.
My honest opinion.
I probably watched. Time to give the viral.
I guess that's it, y'all. That was it. It wasn't that much interesting stuff on this internet TikTok situation this weekend. But yeah, that's it. It's Monday. I hope you have a blessed week. I hope that it goes by fast, and we'll be back here on Friday celebrating, grooving, dancing, you know, doing our thug thizzle. And yeah, be blessed, y'all. Y'all blessed going in, blessed coming out, blessed in the city, blessed in the field. Y'all stay good.